What is up, fellow YouTubers? How you cool cobras doing this fine afternoon? Yeah, buddy, we are live on YouTube doing a video response. Now, the cool thing about a video response is that there's a ton of videos out there on YouTube to respond to. So this style of video provides endless content, you know? Now, I was doing a video response to a Squirmy and Grubs video. Yeah! I'll give a shout out to Squirmy and Grubs. Shane and Hannah are awesome. They've been in a relationship for 4 years. And ever since they started their YouTube channel, they've been getting a lot of hate comments on their relationship. And we're going to watch that video, or at least a small section of it, you know. Watch it all the way through. Fuck it, let's watch it all the way through. Because we're watching this on YouTube Live for gender relations. Shane's a pretty cool dude. His outlook on life just kicks ass. You know what I'm saying? But, freaking, yeah, dude. True love can be hard to find sometimes. Does it exist? To some degree, yes, it does. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, is this going to be a Sydney Watson video response? Maybe. We'll do one of those later. But some of the comments the haters were making towards Shane and Hannah, it triggered my inner feminist and my inner SJW. And trying to make this video response without just yelling and getting pissed off. So it's like, okay, take a deep breath. Now, for those of you who don't know, Shane has a handy capability that makes him wheelchair bound. He's been in a wheelchair since he was 2. He has a muscular deficiency disorder that makes it difficult for him to do the simplest of things like putting on a shirt, using the bathroom, etc. But luckily, his wife Hannah loves him, and she's also his caregiver, his stay-at-home nurse, if you will. And some people are offended and appreciate that. That's going to be part of this video. But the video response is not really the focus on Shane's disorder necessarily. It's going to be the focus on gender studies, gender relations. That's why we're watching it. I've watched a couple of their videos. I know they're a happy couple, and I'm happy for them. I think it's awesome that Shane and Hannah found each other. Honestly, it gives me inspiration. Whenever I get depressed about the dating scene, I'm like, look at Shane and Hannah, you know? I'll find an of-age girl of my own someday. Quit tripping about it. But I commented, hell yeah, Shane, get it. I'm not one of those hound dogs, LOL. I got a kick out of this video because that's how you deal with the haters. And your outlook on life kicks ass. It's true, Shane's outlook on life kicks ass. For someone in his disposition, he's doing pretty good for himself. He's using his experiences with life to make other people who have the same thing, making their lives easier. He has a book he wrote about his life, and proceeds from his book go towards medical supplies to help other people in his position who can't afford stuff, which is pretty awesome, you know. On top of that, he doesn't just sit there and feel sorry for himself. He lives, you know, to the best of his ability. And when we're talking about relations, a lot of people have this negative standard about relations, that it's all about sex and money. And because women and men are using each other for sex and money, it makes the hookup culture suck. It makes dating suck. Well, hookup culture sucks in general, but beside the point. So if you're just tuning into YouTube Live, we're doing a gender relations video live on YouTube. going to give you some dating advice and also do a video response to a video by Squirmy and Grubs. I'm going to copy the link, and if you want to watch along with me, you can. That'd be super awesome. And if you could subscribe to Squirmy and Grubs, that would be excellent. All the support they get on their channel really helps. Oh yeah, that's what's up. I first heard about Shane through another awesome YouTube channel by the name of Special Books for Special Kids. I'm also subscribed to them. People have asked, would you do an episode on autism with them? And I'm like, they've already done several episodes on Asperger's, although I appreciate the sensitive. And I appreciate what Special Books for Special Kids does for the internet. You know, they educate people and make the world a better place by showing others that, hey, it could be worse. Okay. Here's the way I see it. With Shane and Hannah's relationship, they're both consenting adults. They both love each other. They've been in a relationship for 4 years. They're married. They didn't start their YouTube channel till 2 years into their relationship. And I'm like, you know what? Shane deals with enough in his own personal life just to have a bunch of haters talk shit on him and his wife's relationship because they think it's inappropriate. I disagree. I think Shane and Hannah's relationship is beautiful and inspiring, you know. And I'm just address the elephant in the room right now without being perverted or creepy. I'm not trying to come on to anyone or anything, but let's just address the elephant in the room. Shane's wife is incredibly hot and people are jealous of their relationship. That's why they talk shit. Well, was that too far? It's the truth. Okay, and spoiler alert, it's about to get really uncomfortable in here. Before we do the video response, let's examine why people might have a problem with Shane and Hannah's relationship. Personally speaking, I think Shane and Hannah's relationship kicks ass. You know, you watch it and you're just like, aw, they clearly love each other, dude. You could just feel the chemistry on camera, you know what I'm saying? But people are being perverted and demanding that they kiss passionately on camera, otherwise the relationship's fake. And that's the problem with our society. There's already all this pressure to date and have sex, and then on top of it, there's this pressure to be good at it, to be perfect for each other, all this pressure to publicly display your affection, which Shane and Hannah discuss a word or 2 words in this video. We'll get to that in a minute. The words are public affection versus private affection. The affection you might show your boyfriend or girlfriend in public is different than what you would do behind closed doors. Now, as an example, I was hanging out at the CY liquor store with some friends of mine. This is for the baddest dude. Hell yeah. Thank you for the 199 pounds. Appreciate that. Shout out to Dunnian. That's what's up. Now, as an example, I'm at the CY liquor store / bar before this whole COVID shit happened. And I'm having a drink with Darth Lenny and his wife right after we just got done filming for my documentary. And the bar was packed, which I thought was awesome. I look over in the corner and there's these lesbians dancing inappropriately with each other. Not only are they dancing inappropriately, but they're kissing on each other, etc., etc. And you got this one cute chick with glasses and you got this other chick with short black hair just kissing on each other. And I'm doing my best not to stare, but dude, I watch lesbian porn, okay? So, plus I'm a guy who hasn't had a girlfriend in almost 3 years. So I'm sitting there like, and then of course, the chick with the short black hair gives me this nasty look, and then she walks by Darth Lenny and says to my buddy Darth Lenny, could you tell your friend to please quit staring? And I'm like, oh, you don't want me to stare. Lady, you're in a bar full of dudes who are drinking and you're telling us not to stare. Okay, if you don't want people to stare, then why don't you go make out behind closed doors like the rest of us? If I had a girlfriend of my own and we were being inappropriate like that, people would tell us to tone it the fuck down. That's the goddamn truth. Nothing against gays. I support their rights, but you want to be treated just like straight people. Nothing against gays. I support their cause, but you want to be strictly treated like straight people? Well, here's the thing of it. If straight people are making out in a bar and behaving inappropriately with their other half, they're going to get told to tone it down, for one. And two, if you were a straight chick and you hadn't had dick in like 3 to 4 years and you saw two dudes doing the same thing, you'd be staring too. She got real pissed at me because I was straight up at that level of drunk where I told it like it is. And she just fucking stomped off and got all pissed off. And I'm like, well. And everyone in the bar around me who heard me tell her off politely, just like that. They're like, hey, you know what? Cobra tells it like it is. And they're like, right? And pretty much everyone who saw the whole thing go down agreed with me. And that pissed her off even more. Thank you, Tyler, for the $2 donation. They just wanted attention, Cobes. Not on you, brah. That's exactly what it is. I feel like, you know, when they got the attention they wanted and it was from the wrong people, they got all offended. And I'm like, what's your problem, honey? I'm a YouTube celebrity, you know? But, which brings me to my next point. You know, if you're just joining me live on YouTube, I'm doing a gender studies, gender relations, dating advice kind of video like I normally would do. But we're going to add in some key elements that help people appreciate being single. You know what I'm saying? So if you're single right now, don't be depressed about it. You know, check this cool couple out right here. Booyah. If you could subscribe to Squirmy and Grubs, that would be epic. All the support and love they get for their channel and for what they do, you know, is epic. And it helps Shane out a lot, you know. It's amazing what social media can do for people who are living with some shit, you know. I'm just saying, if you're going through a tough time in life and you get a bunch of people that support you, you know what I'm saying? So if you could subscribe to Squirmy and Grubs, that would be epic. I'm already a subscriber myself. They're pretty badass. I want to watch that video here in a second, but leading up to that, YouTube, I'm talking about gender relations and gender studies, double standards, all that shit. And that made me think of that time I was at the CY bar having a picture. And that's just it, too, is like, I've had women get offended because I stare at them or check them out. I've had it happen to me in the past, which I've never understood that double standard because women are allowed to check out men all the time and make obnoxious comments about our biceps and about the way our asses look, or if we have abs, you know. And another thing that a YouTuber commented on that Squirmy and Grubs video was there's a lot of celebrity couples on YouTube who don't have to display their affection on camera to prove they're in a relationship. And I'm like, yeah, I responded to her with, that's called a double standard, and it's horseshit. Will you give my sister Jessica Julio a shout out? Well, thank you, Kyle Julio. That's what's up. Shout out to Kyle Julio and his sister Jessica Julio. Thank you for the support. Greatly appreciate it. Again, you don't have to donate money to Super Chat or to PayPal. I understand if you can't. I don't ask you to anyways, especially if we're in a pandemic, you know. I'm just here to entertain you with this video, you know, and change the way we see the dating scene. Because I started asking myself, how come I struggle with the dating scene? But the bigger question is, how come we all struggle with it from time to time? That's the bigger question. I hear a lot of people say how much the dating scene sucks. Well, here's the thing of it. The dating scene does not suck. People suck. These double standards we've implicated in our society, the grooming we place upon men and women. You know, women are expected to get married before they're 30, or they'll be a lonely cat lady the rest of their life. Like, what the fuck is that? You know? And men who aren't laid as soon as they're 18 are going to be losers. It's just like, it's stupid shit like that. Society expects men to get laid all the time and women to be married. It's dumb. It put way too much pressure on the genders, and it creates a bunch of negative implications across the board. But, yeah, people are extremely perverted. And what Shane and Hannah did with this video was epic because it showed the trolls, hey, we're not going to entertain you on the notion. But for all you pervy assholes out there who want proof kind of thing, it's like, you can tell Shane's tired of the comments that he gets on him and Hannah's relationship. As far as the negative ones, at least, you know. But at the same time, he's grinning about it because he's like, most people would love to have a relationship like theirs, and that's why he's grinning about it. Okay, now you want the key to a successful relationship. There's a couple things you're going to need. One, you're going to need physical attraction. 2, mental attraction. 3, can you put up with their shit? 4, can you support each other? 5, don't go to bed angry. 6, respect each other. And 7, be there for each other. Which leads me to rule number 8. If you need marriage counseling, then you can get it. Counseling can be a good thing. However, I'm going to break you on some red pill. Here's your next red pill. 9 times out of 10, you don't need marriage counseling. Because you have your own counselor living inside with you. If you and your wife simply can't get along and you have a hard time deciding things, then, excuse me. Thank you for the $5. Hey, Cobes, you rock. Can you give a shout out to Adam Clark? That's what's up. Hell yeah, shout out to Adam Clark and Free Breadsticks. Thank you for the $5 donation. Tuning into the live stream. I appreciate it. That's just it. If you and your wife have a hard time with communication, it's because women and men communicate differently. Women are a lot more complicated with their communication. They'll speak in riddles. They'll say one thing and mean the exact opposite. Men, we're simple. You tell us, hey, move the couch over here. We're going to move it over there. Women expect you to be more attentive with the communication. That's just how it is. So if you're cuddling on the couch, Netflix, chill, and some delicious pizza, and your girlfriend looks at you and says, oh, it's kind of cold in here, and then just looks at you like you're supposed to read her mind. That sounds like a lot of couples, doesn't it? Yeah. I might make me a burger later on. I made a burger last night that I'm still pretty full from. It was really good. But that's when you have to look at your girlfriend and say, yeah, it is. Would you like me to turn it up on the heat, grab a blanket, cuddle closer? You know, that's the extra step that men need to take. If men took that extra step when communicating with their woman, they would find less problems in the relationship. The second thing I'm going to say is sex is not the most important thing on the planet, okay? It's not. Thank you for the $2 donation, Chipmunk. Appreciate that. Anyways, back to the video. Oh, hell yeah, that's what's up. Another $2, Mr. Gray. Thank you. Can I come visit this summer? Yeah, I don't mind my fans visiting me and hanging out, but you got to be chill, you know? You can't be like all weird about it, you know? And a shout out to, not sure how you pronounce Diajabu. Thank you for the $1.99 donation. Yo, King, we got weed and goth chicks down in Denver. Oh, I know it, dude. Oh, I know it. Hell fucking yeah. I didn't realize how popular I was on YouTube and how famous I was, but 2-3 years ago when I walked into that Denver, Colorado concert to see Ozzy Osbourne perform, people actually recognized me. And I was like, that's actually kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. But okay, going back to the video, yeah, relationships, it's not all about sex. That's only half of it. The other half is good communication. And if you can't have sex, then appreciate what kind of intimacy you can get. Because there are some of us out there who don't get intimacy at all. You know, so even if you can't have sex with your partner, but you're in a committed relationship and you're married, appreciate the intimacy you can get. And that's just it. Shane and Hannah have commented on their video that they appreciate what intimacy they can get. And if people have a problem with their relationship, they can fuck off. They didn't say it like that, but that's basically how they said it. You know? So here in a bit, I'll be watching that video and doing a response to it. I figured this would be easier to do than dealing with QuickTime Player's BS, which I don't mind using QuickTime Player to make videos, but sometimes it glitches and freezes up, and it's like, I could just do the video live, and then as soon as I'm done filming it, it's already uploaded. Oh, that one's dead. So we're gonna watch this here video. Hell yeah, you guys rock. Thank you for tuning in to this awesome live stream. Shout out to Tony Machine 1351. Hell yeah. Now, if you guys would like to watch along with me when I watch it, you know, this is going to be just like any other video response that I would do for like Sydney Watson, for example. You know, I'll just pause the video and be like, this is my opinion, and then, yeah, kind of thing. So, oh yeah. Also, if you're tuning in to watch this video with me, subscribe to their channel. Yeah. The more subscribers that Shane and Hannah gets, the more money he can make for his YouTube, which will actually help with things like medical expenses, etc. You know. Alrighty. Now the video is called Physical affection and intimacy in our relationship. You know how they say sex and looks are not everything? Well, it's kind of half of it. You know, you want to go for someone that you can communicate with easily first. Trust me. You find someone that you can talk to and they're easy to hang out with. And if their beauty is just a bonus, yeah, buddy. That's how you got to look at it, fellas. Like, if her beauty is a bonus, then you got a pretty sweet girlfriend. Try not to fuck it up. Now, relationships take work. I don't care if you're in Shane's disposition or not, whether you have a disorder or not. It's just, that's the truth. You know, relationships take work. And sometimes they take more work than others. But the fact that Shane found someone who's willing to put up with this shit, you know, yeah. That's like I said earlier on my live stream. You can find someone who is willing to put up with you and support you. You know what? And, you know, sincerely, if you have a problem with Shane and Hannah's relationship, what do they say when they get married? And in sickness and in health? Do they not say that? In sickness and in health. They do say that when you're getting married. So technically, you know, honestly, when I watch Shane and Hannah's relationship, when I watch their videos, it makes me less depressed about being single. It makes me think, hey, you know what? It could be worse. Why the fuck am I bitching because I'm single? You know, it makes me feel like a petty asshole because, but at the same time, it's perfectly natural to acknowledge being lonely. That's the thing of it. But you can't let the loneliness get to you. You just can't, dude. And to be truthful, I see a lot of couples who are fighting, and then I see couples like Shane and Hannah who are making it work. And it makes me more patient on the dating scene. It also makes me feel like, yeah, you know what? Maybe being single is not so bad. You know, would you rather be in a relationship with someone where you fight constantly, or would you rather be in a relationship with someone where you get along? Which brings me to my next point. If you want your relationship to strengthen, do things as a couple together. You know, help each other cook, help each other clean, help each other do laundry. But here's the thing of it. If you help your other half do laundry and you both fold socks differently, but in the end it produces the same results, who cares how your other half folds the socks? Like, you see couples who get pissed off about how, well, that's not how you fold socks. This is how you do it. Well, I've been doing it like this since blah, 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 blah. And it becomes an argument. What is that? Couples fight over the stupid. I swear, dude, couples are like children when they fight over stupid shit. It's ridiculous. The whole toilet seat argument? You fucking kidding me? You know what a gentleman does if he has to take a piss? He'll lift the lid, whip his dick out, take a piss in the toilet, give it a shake when he's done, put it away. And if he's sprinkled on the inside rim, take a little bit of toilet paper and kind of wipe it off. And then you put that in the toilet. Then you close the lid so that women don't have to touch it. Then you flush the toilet and then you wash your hands. Oh. I mean, women shouldn't have to deal with that crap. You know, because another thing I want to say is men, being able to pee standing upright is a privilege. You know how many women I've heard complain growing up? Men are so lucky they can pee standing up. And men don't really think about it until they're in like the worst case scenario. Like, let's say you're a woman and you're going camping with your buddies, and it's the middle of the night, and you got to piss. You don't want to walk to the outhouse and use it because it's kind of gross. And Thankfully, they have devices for women that help them pee standing up so they don't have to squat, which is nice that we have inventions like this. It shows that we care about women and their needs. Women are bitching because men can pee standing up. I'm like, well, here's a funnel device that allows you to do it. Now, what was your complaint again? Yeah. But like, let's say you forget to pack one of those, and as a woman, you're like, well, I don't want to use that nasty ass, goddamned, disgusting shit house. Men feel that way too, ladies. Don't feel bad. Some of us, people in general, like, it's like, So you're like, you'll go and find some bushes to squat in. It's camping weather, so you're like, what's the worst that could happen? You go off into the bushes, take a squat, and then while you're peeing, your vagina brushes over some poison ivy. And you don't think much of it because you can't see, it's dark out. That's why if you take a flashlight with you, to prevent that shit. So that way you're like, oh, hey. You take a flashlight with you so you can be like, oh, hey, look on the ground, that's poison ivy. Nope, I'm not squatting on that. But if you accidentally do it and you don't think much of it, you get done taking your lady tinkle, you go back to your campsite, and about 10 minutes later, your vagina starts itching. And fellas, you don't realize how good we have it, Because at that point, in that horrific scenario, pretty much every woman knows where I'm getting with this. Like 10 zillion things start going through your head. You start trying not to scratch your cooch. You're like, God damn it. You're thinking to yourself, what the last asshole you fucked? Is it a feminine problem? What the fuck is this shit? You look up the symptoms and you're like, God damn it, you brushed against some poison ivy. And then you ask your campers, like, hey, y'all got any poison ivy cream? They're like, no. And that's life in a nutshell, really. I mean, if you think about it, YouTube, it really is. This, it fucks with you. It fucks with everyone, dude. And it could be worse. It always could be worse. That's the thing of it. But yeah, I'm about to watch this here video, and you can watch along with me. I'll post the link one more time before I watch it. I'm kind of just sitting here doing what I do best, busy being awesome, I don't have any beer at the moment, but that's all right. I don't need to drink to make videos. People think I'm addicted to alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I'm not addicted to alcohol, dude. Fuck that. But, oh, the trolls are going to start that again. Nope. Nope, I'm not going to have the trolls interrupting me on one of my videos. Airplane mode. That'll put a stop to that shit. Nice try, trolls. Anyways, back to the video. Yeah. The problem with our dating scene, YouTube, like I said, is, is that people put all this pressure on dating and sex, and it's ridiculous. So without further ado, Did you study gender relations in school? Thank you for the $1.99 donation, Credo Ape Thor. Before I start the video response part of it, no, I did not. But because I haven't had a girlfriend in almost 3 years, instead of trying to focus on myself getting one, I want to focus on improving the dating scene for everyone so that getting a girlfriend becomes much easier for me. That's thinking smarter, not harder. And if I'm able to help gender relations improve in some way, shape, or form, then awesome sauce. If I could, I would send Shane some tactical soap. He can't bathe very often just because of his handy capability, but I totally would too if I could. If I had a couple bars laying around and he had a P.O. box. Which, if you'd like to buy some tactical soap, it's greatly appreciated. 10% off with coupon code KINGCOBRA. I'm going to grab that affiliate link real quick. Yeah, buddy. Now, buying tactical soap through my affiliate link helps me become established as an affiliate, and using King Cobra as your coupon code, you can get 10% off your order and have yourself smelling good for the ladies. I have Asperger's. I struggle socially with women sometimes, although honestly, I'm not complaining. And when I wear tactical soap, it helps me with my confidence. When I'm around women, they're like, Josh smells good. Like ever since I started wearing Bond tactical soap, women are a lot more comfortable around me. It's weird. Like, this soap rocks, dude. And then if you want to purchase some, watch out. Booyah. That affiliate link will get you where you need to be. And they have some amazing scents to choose from. So we're going to go to their website real quick and see what they have for any new scents. Booyah. Click on the catalog. Let's see. They have the trifecta pack with Bond, Musk, Durden, and Maverick. They have the regular trifecta pack with just Bond, Maverick, and Durden. They have a Maverick 2, which sold out. They got beard oils if you're growing out a beard, which, oh yeah, that the all-new God of War pheromone blended beard oil. I might have to get me some of that for my goatee and my mustache. Give you a review and see how it works with the soap. When I get my YouTube money, I'm definitely going to order some more tactical soap. I'm down to my last bar, and it'll last me until I get my YouTube money. That's not going to be a problem. I'll be getting some of that at the end of the month. And if you use King Cobra as your coupon code, like I said, you'll get 10% off your order. Yeah, buddy. So one thing you could do if you wanted to try, it seems how the Maverick 2 is sold out. If you bought the trifecta pack with the Bond, Musk, and then you bought one trifecta pack, which is the regular Bond, you'll have enough to try all three of them, all 4 scents. They currently have 5 scents by the looks of it. Bond, Bond Musk, Maverick, Durden, Maverick 2. Fuck yeah. And the all-new God of War pheromone blended beard oil. Now, what if Grondike Soap Company made a pheromone soap for her? Ladies, how's that sound? Goddess Tactical Soap. Unleash your inner woman. And you put the pheromones in that soap to where it doesn't quite make a man horny, but it does pique his interest. Like, ooh, she smells pretty. Like it gets him to the point where his interest is piqued. He's curious. He's just like, ooh, you know. Because women don't need pheromone products to give men boners. That's just a fact. Women don't even really need pheromone soap, to be honest. All they gotta do is show up to a bar. They could dress casually, but if they're groomed and they're showered and they smell pretty, they'll have guys buying them drinks all the time. Like, you see that. That's a stereotype. And for years, YouTube, for years, men have been trying to smell sexy for their women for years. Well, Tactical Soap was started by a single dad who just got divorced, is trying to raise his kids, you know. He's trying to find a girlfriend. So he's like, hey, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Him and his guy buddies want to smell good for their wives, etc., etc. So he's like, hey, you know, he was in a position where he had a lot of money, so he didn't have to worry about it. Like, financially, he was stable enough. It wasn't a big deal. And he invested into this company, this product, and someone gave him a break, and the break he needed, and that's all it took. I watched the interview with him over on Bulldog Mindsets. Hell yeah. Which, on a side note, Bulldog Mindsets is a YouTube channel that helps men with, you know, bettering themselves. You know, it's one of those men's advice channels. And one thing he said, and this is, you know, keep in mind, a 19-year-old fresh out of high school, going to college, studying for a computer degree, was emailing Bulldog Mindset asking him about dating advice. All his friends are dating, and he's worried if he should wait till he's out of college, or, you know, if you're in college and you want to date, that's totally your choice, man. Don't feel pressured just because your friends are dating. You know, if you want to wait till after college, that's cool too. But don't be afraid to have a little bit of fun, you know. Don't get too crazy with it, but don't be afraid to have a little bit of fun. Trust me, when you look back on your younger days, you know, and you had no fun in college, all you did was study, 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 you're going to look back and go, man, you're going to be miserable when you're older, out of, you know what I'm saying? But if your homework's caught up, your grades are looking good, it's Friday night, and your friends are like, hey, man, let's go to the local bar, play some pool and grab some beers. Fucking hey, I'm there, you know? So yeah, when I get some of that God of War pheromone beard oil, because I am growing my goatee back out, I'm not going to shave my face until I get that beard oil, so that when I do shave my face and apply it, we'll see how long we can make it. I have my Google AdSense set at $666, which I have enough subscribers that, you know, It don't take me long to do that. But like I said, I appreciate y'all donating your time and your money. You don't have to donate. You know, just the fact that you're tuning in is awesome enough. Here's their product line if you're interested. You know what I'm saying? If you got a big old scruffy beard, or maybe you got a beard and it's well trimmed, you know what I'm saying? And you want to smell good for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely interested in checking out that God of War pheromone oil for beards. Yeah. Hell yeah. The affiliate link you see at the bottom of all my description videos in my description box, that Grondike soap affiliate link that you see in the description box of all my videos now, that's the affiliate link, so it's not that hard to find. Yeah, buddy. If I could send Shane a bar of each kind, I would. I totally would. It'd last them a while too, you know? Be like, whichever one you think smells sexy, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, buddy. That's just it. Like, Grondike soap would be perfect for people in Shane's predicament because their intimacy is, you know what I'm saying? Going back to the Shane and Hannah video, they're grateful for whatever intimacy they can give each other. And if you could give a man a product to smell irresistible for his woman, it just adds a level. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. It just adds a level of intimacy to it, you know? Someone made a comment on one of my live streams the other night. They said cuddling is just pre-sex, and I'm like, no, it's not. No, the fuck, it's not. As somebody who hasn't had a girlfriend in almost 3 years, not tripping out about it, just making a point of observation. As someone who hasn't had a girlfriend in almost 3 years, I miss cuddling a girl more than I miss the sex. And that's the truth. See that, ladies? Not all guys are fucking pigs, right? Just like not all women are bitches. That's the problem of it, you know? When women act like bitches and men act like pigs, it gives the genders a bad name, and it has negative impacts across both borders. You know, you find women and men breaking from dating because there's too much pressure on the dating scene, and women and men are assholes to each other. That's basically the two biggest reasons why dating sucks. There's too much pressure on the dating scene, and women and men are assholes to each other. I mean, the dating scene's gotten so bad. This has led to women just sticking with vibrators and men spending, you know, $200, you know, plus dollars, you know, adults using sex toys and shit. People spending like $2,974 plus dollars on love dolls and shit like that. Which a lot of women have complained about sex dolls, and I hear their complaint. They're like, how are we supposed to compete with that? I'm like, you don't have to. The real thing is so much better. And when they started making comments like that, I'm like, you do realize they make sex dolls for women that have bionic penises that never stop pumping? So she can fuck herself silly and all the fun of what she wants in a man without the bullshit and the smelly grunting and the attitude. So if you want to know how to make that argument, how are we supposed to compete with that? My point, ladies, yeah, that male sex doll can fuck your shit wild, crazy good. Give you the best sex you've ever had, but can it lick your pussy? Can that male sex doll suck your pussy so good you're gripping the bed sheets and your back arches and your legs spasm like, ha, 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 ha. Can that male sex doll stick his finger inside your vagina and tickle your G-spot? Two fingers on her G-spot, one finger on her clit. Boom, boom, yeah, buddy. Hey, ladies, what's the difference between a golf ball and a G-spot? Men will spend more time looking for their golf balls. Oh. Yeah, but if you'd like to buy some of this soap through you don't have to buy it through the affiliate link, but buying it through my affiliate link helps me out too. So yeah, I'll post the affiliate link one more time before. You're stuck in quarantine and you want to smell sexy for your woman. Guess what? They're still shipping out the soap. In these crazy times, Grondike Soap Company is still shipping their products. So that's most definitely what's up. Buying this soap will make you smell good for the ladies. Hell yeah, Cobes, that really works. I tried it with my girlfriend. That's what's up, Lois. Thank you, Lois Snyder, for the $6.66 donation. I appreciate that. That's good. That's what I like to hear. That's exactly what I like to hear. Can I get a shout out to the board? Sure can. Thank you. My screen's a little dirty. There we go. Thank you, Talone Willie. Appreciate that. Thank you for $2. I'm glad to hear it works, man. See, that right there is testimonial from one of my YouTubers. I'm serious. If this dude bought a bar and he says it works. Oh, it's the Lone Willie. My bad. That's a funny username. Hell yeah. I do appreciate you tuning in. That soap will have you smelling fresh for your lady friend. Or maybe you're going to the club or going to the bar. You know what I'm saying? Don't deliberately sit by chicks. Just walk by them casually. Like you would anywhere else. You know? That's all I'd have to do. I'd walk by a chick at the bar. They get a whiff of my tactical soap, and then they're just like, ooh. And then they comment, that goth dude smells sexy. And on top of that, some of them would find excuses to come over and talk to me just so they could smell it. That being said, if you're single, don't be in a rush to find companionship. The right one or the right selection of people will come along. You know, it would be a lot better to have a relationship that lasts for at least half a year to a year than like 2 months and it's done, you know. But we're gonna watch a video by Squirmy and Grubs. These cool cobras are awesome. Yes, they are. So again, here's that link if you want to check out that awesome soap. All right. Now, if you'd like to watch along with me, you can do so. And if you could subscribe to Squirmy and Grubs, that'd be epic. All right. So, Squirmy and Grubs, physical affection and intimacy in our relationship. Oh, I forgot to turn the sound back on. There we go.
Hello!
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so since like the beginning of our YouTube channel, we have noticed a consistent theme amongst those who rudely and ignorantly don't believe that we are a real couple.
Yeah, they think that because we don't kiss passionately and other forms of intense physical affection
On camera,
because we don't do that on camera, we are not a real couple.
let's read some examples of the thousands of very similar comments that we get.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're tuning in live to YouTube, we're talking about gender relations and doing a video response to physical affection and intimacy in our relationship. The video is by Squirmy and Grubs. There's some cool cobras, man. If you can subscribe to their channel, show some support, that'd be greatly appreciated. But ever since Shane and Hannah started their relationship, they've been good for each other, you know? And when I psychologically analyze their relationship, Shane's just blown away by how awesome Hannah is. And Shane makes Hannah feel useful, and Hannah rocks his world. You know, that's the way she sees it. So it's a very healthy relationship. And for a lot of people who think that relationships are all about sex and money, they're not. They're not. They're not. They're not. Relationships are about good communication. Granted, intimacy and having money definitely helps, you know, but it's not the most important thing in the relationship. You know, if your man's broke, but he works hard and does what he can to treat you right and respect you, make you feel like a woman, you may not have the nicest of things, but he at least cares and tries. And really, and that's the God's honest truth. That's what women want more than anything. Women don't care as much about a big dick and having lots of money. They would prefer that a man at least respects her and does what he can to support her and treat her right. You know? But yeah, ever since Shane and Hannah started making YouTube videos, they've been getting a lot of hate comments. Spoiler alert, this is where it gets uncomfortable. The reason why people are uncomfortable with Shane and Hannah's relationship is because in the past, there have been people who have taken advantage of disabled people. You hear these stories on the news. You hear these fucked up stories on the news about some asshole who raped a mentally ill patient in an asylum or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when people look at a relationship like Shane and Hannah's, at first they're uncomfortable because they're like, huh? They're uncomfortable with it, but I think it's awesome that Shane and Hannah found each other. You know? And on top of that, and I hate to be that guy, but if the gender roles were reversed, if Hannah was a Hank and Shane was a Chantal, if Hannah was actually a guy and Shane was a girl, they wouldn't be looking at it uncomfortably. They'd be going, oh, that guy's just trying to get brownie points with the ladies. And that's why double standards suck. And to be fair, there are plenty of famous YouTubers out there who have a relationship. There are plenty of YouTubers out there who are in a couple's relationship who don't have to be overly passionate on camera to show that they're dating. Because Shane is physically handy capable, people have this weird notion that, oh, she might be grossed out if she kisses him, or, you know what I'm saying, or some dumb shit like that. So they literally get thousands of comments saying the same shit. They pick like 5 of them to read. Also, thumbs up the video if you want to see me read comments from my subreddit. Well, it's not mine. I'm not the one that made it. But and I like the way Shane and Hannah did this video because it made me laugh. People are like, oh, I don't believe you guys are a real couple. So they show a little bit of affection on camera, and then Shane's like, sorry, Nana. Because Shane's grandmother watches his videos. And if you want proof that what I'm saying about the dating scene is true, read some of the comments that Shane and Hannah get on their videos. Like some of the negative comments, you know? And Shane and Hannah literally sit here and read hate comments and laugh about it and then kiss, and then they go on about the video. That's the gist of it. But some of the comments are a little just, wow, dude, what the F is wrong with people?
This was just the first 5 we found.
I did pick 5 in literally about 3 minutes of it.
Yeah, that's like, you could tell Shane's disgusted by these comments. You can just see it in his face. He's just like, ugh. But you could tell Hannah likes him just by the way she smiles at him. It's very genuine and wholesome. They were able to pin 5 of these comments in just 3 minutes or less. If you are a famous YouTuber, that's unfortunately the downside of it, is you're going to get a lot of haters. And furthermore, I don't understand it. You see someone who has a mental or physical disability doing well for themselves. They have a girlfriend or a boyfriend that's super hot and super good for them. And people either get jealous or they're like, aw, that's just too cool. Like, I've seen my trolls do a lot of shit to fuck with my love life. That's why if I got a girlfriend, you wouldn't hear shit. Even though my trolls try to scare off every girl I like or try to date or that I know of, I still talk to chicks, man. Just saying. And furthermore, like I said, Shane and Hannah's relationship gives me inspiration. You know, whenever I feel down and depressed and pissed off because I'm single. That sounds healthy. Smoke some more tobacco. Yeah. I'm serious, though. Whenever I see Shane and Hannah's relationship, I'm just like, you know what? Why am I stressing the dating scene? If Shane can find someone perfect for him, what's stopping me? The only thing that stops people from finding good potential dating partners is time, shitty people. You know, it's like I said, the 2 biggest things that make the dating scene suck. People are assholes to each other. And there's already a lot of pressure with dating to begin with. People put too much pressure on certain things in the dating scene. And on top of that, you have double standards. If a dude rejects a chick because she's like Jabba the Hutt, 900 pounds, people say he's fat shaming or he's this and that, you know. But if a chick rejects a dude who's morbidly obese, no one says shit. And on top of it, you know, like the way I see it, Shane and Hannah are both adults. If one of them was underage, this would be extremely inappropriate and nasty. But they're both consenting adults. So who the fuck cares? Shane and Hannah are awesome. And subscribing to Squirmy and Grubs was and is, in fact, a great way to support their channel. I don't get my words mixed up. God damn it. No, but some people think, was the dating scene worth it? Here's the thing of it though, and this is the truth. Okay, when you encounter shitty people on the dating scene, it ruins your outlook on it. And that's true for both women and men.
What's English, Marianne?
Okay.
Here we go.
This is from Jonathan Stevens Jr. I think that might be his real name.
And right off the bat, you can see they're being good-natured about it. They took 5 comments. Hannah says, this is from Jonathan Stevens Jr. And she's like, I think that might be his real name. And Shane just laughs like, right? That's the truth of it, guys. You two know what's up, you know? A lot of the times when people create accounts on YouTube, they'll create these fake usernames and hide behind a fake profile to make themselves seem Billy Badass. And I'm like, you know, Shane struggles with his physical handy capability. So, and you're going to sit there and crap on him and Hannah's relationship on top of it. Like, you know, trolls are just the absolute fucking worst. Am I right? God damn it, dude. I see him bully me all the time, and I'm like, it doesn't affect me because I bully myself sometimes. And on top of that, I see people like Shane and Hannah getting bullied too, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? I'm going to break on that tobacco pipe for a second because I got plenty of pipe tobacco, but I want to pack a dip of some Levi Garrett, some chew. Yeah. Now the hate comment that Jonathan Stevens Jr., if that's even his real name, says, I've watched several videos and I've never seen them kiss, which makes me this seem odd. Wow. I'll grab my my trusty spittoon. Shout out to Jesse Ryan USA. I still got it. You may think chewing tobacco and chewing is gross, but my counterpoint to that, these hate comments that Shane and Hannah get are a lot grosser. Now, right off the bat, why do you think Shane and Hannah get hate comments on their relationship? Because of all the fucked up shit in the past of people taking advantage of special needs people, you know, all these horrible stories you hear about. You know, I hate to say it, but it's the goddamn truth. You hear about people getting raped in group homes, you know. Oh, this chick was in a coma and now she's pregnant, you know, shit like that. So when people see this kind of relationship, at first they're just like, whoa. You know, And when it comes down right down to it, YouTube, they're just jealous of Shane and Hannah's relationship. I'll dip in tobacco everywhere. Yeah. Levi Garrett is expensive, but I'm gonna clean out the bag here. The last one in there. Not a sponsor. We have to. Oh fuck! That is some juicy dip. Hold up. Oh. Stick that in your NASCAR and call it oil. Oh. Watching Hannah and Shane react to these hate comments is just priceless. And they're not only getting hate comments, but they're also getting some really perverted, messed up comments. Ugh. There we go. We are chawing now. Chaw, bro.
I've watched several videos and I've never seen them kiss, which makes this seem odd. Then he used the emoji that has the little spyglass, like the little finger.
He hasn't watched very many of our videos if he hasn't seen
us kiss?
One literally kiss.
I know.
No shit. Shane's like, well, that dude obviously hasn't watched very many of their videos if they haven't seen you kiss. I've watched a couple of Shane's videos and I've seen them kiss before, so I know there were a couple. There we go, pack it down in there. Mm-hmm.
He takes it lots of them.
Okay.
That's besides the point.
Yeah. This guy says, tongue kiss him on camera to prove you are a real couple. Fake romance.
Wow. That right there. Okay. Sitting there saying, tongue kiss him to prove you're a real couple. Well, French kissing is fun, but that's beside the point. Okay? You don't have to French kiss to prove you're a couple. And here's the thing of it, YouTube. If you're in a relationship, it's not all about sex and money. No. Those are just perks to the relationship. This is why I say sex is not a need, it's a want. You know what I'm saying? There are some people out there who have a hard time having it. So if you're depressed because you have a hard time getting it, at least you can have it. You know, it's a better way to look at it, I suppose. Yeah.
System. All right, nice.
All right, you guys are so boring. Give us some action. Prove it. Just kiss with tongue and lick his face and neck. Do something spontaneously.
Prove it.
Wow, dude. Wow. Okay. If you think Shane and Hannah are boring, why are you watching their damn channel? We're live on YouTube, chilling out. I don't chew very often, but on occasion I'll pick up a pouch or a can. I'm serious, YouTube. I know I'm being repetitive in this video, but it's ridiculous. The biggest complaint I hear women make is that they're tired of guys always trying to get down their pants. They'll fuck a chick and then leave. And I'm just like, as a guy, if I thought I had hooked up with a girlfriend and I thought we had something special, if I decided to text her one day and say, hey, you want to go to the bar for some drinks? Want to hang out, whatever, chill out, watch some scary movies, play some Mortal Kombat, you know. And if I go to text her and she doesn't text me back, I'd be like, well, that's some shit, you know. A lot of guys would say that they don't care, but then you hear them complain about gold diggers. It's like, well, you know when guys complain about gold diggers? Well, that's how women feel when they get used for sex. To tell you the truth. Pretty much the same goddamn concept. They're both equally as shitty. But both those actions are equally as shitty, and you shouldn't use people for those things. You know? Going back to the video, the haters are like, we don't believe you guys have a real relationship. We think it's fake. French kiss him, lick his face.
Nice.
Lick his face. All right. Roger says, sorry, but again, I struggle to take your relationship seriously when you don't show actual passionate kissing or fondling.
Fondling.
I know all of you are going to think I am mean, but it doesn't seem real without it. To me, she acts more like a mother than a lover.
Wow. That last one, though. That last one. That last one. Roger Martin comments, sorry, but I struggle to take your relationship seriously when you don't allow actual passionate, when you don't show or whatever. Okay. If people cannot take your relationship seriously, because if people cannot take your relationship seriously because you're not passionately kissing or fondling or groping or touching or whatever, then that's their problem. The fact that people are more obsessed with your sex life and your relationship than you are is kind of creepy. It's the goddamn truth, YouTube. And quite frankly, YouTube, I get sick and tired of men using women for sex. You know, you probably don't give a fuck because you're getting your dick wet, but what you're doing is you're cock blocking your fellow male. You know, how would you feel if you were trying to get with a girl, but she didn't trust you because of all the asshole guys she's been with? That's real talk, YouTube. You know, it's ridiculous, YouTube. But this video response isn't so much a response to the video as it is, it's also, we're examining why the dating scene sucks. Part of what I do on YouTube is improving the dating scene for gender relations, etc., etc. And a lot of people are like, Cobra, why should we take dating advice from you? You're a disgusting tobacco user, and you haven't had a girlfriend in like 3 years, almost. And that right there is the problem with our society. It's like I've said before, if you have a girlfriend, you're not going to be focused on the entire dating scene. You're going to be focused on your own dating scene. I'm telling you right now that patience pays off when it comes to dating. You can't rush a good thing. Excuse me. You could know someone for years before they make that decision. You know? And that's perfectly fine. When it comes to dating, people are in such a rush to get to the big finish. They don't take time to appreciate the buildup. And believe me, if you continue to just use women for sex, eventually karma will bite you in the ass. You'll find a woman that you really like, and you'll want to be with her the rest of your life kind of thing, but it'll never work out. And it'll tear you apart from the inside out. And you'll be sitting there drinking beer with your buddies going, and then that clarity of alcohol, you see clearly for the first time. You're just like, oh, fuck. And you realize that's karma for the way you treated women. And you know what? The same can be said for women. If women treat men like shit, then the dating scene's going to treat them like crap too. And they're going to constantly bitch about how they can't find the right guy, or how, you know, and sometimes it's not karma. Sometimes people are just shitty to each other. But it's especially convenient when women struggle with the dating scene. They go from one boyfriend to another trying to find someone who could treat them right. And society doesn't see what they go through personally. The only thing society sees is, oh, look, she's going from one boyfriend to the next. Society doesn't see how that man treats her behind closed doors. So then society turns around and gives that girl a bad name, and it's like, well, if the genders were reversed, they would say, you know what, that guy's just struggling to find a girlfriend. It's horse crap. I hate double standards. But if they picked a couple of comments like that, they get thousands of them, so that they pick like 5 of them, and And the way they respond to it is just epic. And just the way they're laughing at the comments together, you can tell they're a healthy couple. The way they look at each other, the dynamic in their energy. Shane's completely blown away by how awesome Hannah is. You know what I'm saying? And Hannah rocks his world, and she's good for him. I can sense it. I don't even have to meet them in person to know, you know? Yep.
All of you are going to think I am mean, but it doesn't seem real without it. To me, she acts more like a mother than a lover. Okay.
Not mean, just really weird that you want to
Real
see us
creepy.
fondle on each other.
Joshua Daniel says, I want to see her kiss him passionately, ... with intense affection. See how her reaction is.
Wow. They're both reading the comments, just laughing their asses off at it. Another person comments, I want to see him kiss her passionately, intensely. And they're just like, okay, you know what? You don't have to kiss your lover passionately to show you're a couple. If you walk into the store holding hands, you know, if that's the least you do when you're in public, who cares? That should be enough. And that being said, you don't always have to hold hands, you know? Believe me, if the town's small enough and they see you got a girlfriend, word spreads like wildfire. They'll be like, oh, did you hear the newest gossip? I'm one of the reasons why people come to Casper. I mean, come on. Any of-age chick in this town would be lucky to have me. Yeah. If my girlfriend said, oh, I don't want you chewing, it's gross, I don't care if you smoke, that's fair. That's totally fair.
I can see every time because I think he thinks I would like throw up, you know, because we're like a fake couple that if I kiss you, I'll throw up. It's proof.
So what we decided to do is to give all of you little horn dolls the video that you
asked for.
have always wanted. We are going to.
So Shane and Hannah are like, okay, so you horn dolls out there that think we're not a real couple, or you haters that talk all this shit, we're going to prove to you that we are. And they do it without being too terribly explicit. You basically see Hannah affectionately nibbling on Shane's earlobe, licking his face, kissing him, and then they get a little Frenchy, and then it just stops, and then they break into the rest of the video. Yeah, it's funny how they trolled the trolls like this.
Now prove to all of you definitively that we are a real couple.
They're going to prove to you definitively that they're a real couple. These two.
Again, and this will be the start of the Sperming Drugs video that all of you want so badly. Here we go. Hey everyone, welcome back to Sperming Drugs. We have a really fun episode for you today.
Aww.
But first, I just want to talk a little bit about. Kind of what we've been doing.
Get it, Shane.
Get it.
Yeah.
We've been mostly staying at home.
I'm not a hound dog, but I'm happy for these two, man.
Shower,
That's
as you
just
know,
awesome.
I can't shower. That is passionate of you. I'm a little like I feel.
Oh. Yeah. You know, just the way his face lights up, he's just like, whoa, damn. And spoiler alert, Shane and Hannah have not been able to be passionate for 4 months. Yeah. They have had a hard time being intimate for the last 4 months. So what you see them doing on camera right now is the most action they were able to do in the last 4 months. And just the way his face lights up, he's like, oh, damn, man. You know, it's like, yeah. Like when you pause the video at 3 minutes and 11 seconds, right there, you can see they're a couple. You can sense it, you know? It's wholesome and awesome.
Wait, I think it's this, you know? How you stack it. Wait, they can't see it. Try to fit your entire body in my mouth.
Try to stick your tongue.
Nope. I'm sorry, I'm just feeling really spontaneous today, Shane.
And passionate.
Really passionate and spontaneous. I don't even know if I can film this video.
So there you go. Today, we're talking about physical affection. So this video is in no way going to be us defending to all of those ignorant people the fact that we are affectionate, because like Hannah and I are adults and we're perfectly happy with the level of affection that we have in our life.
And those comments are ridiculous.
Exactly. Shane and Hannah are sitting there addressing the comments, and Shane says that they're perfectly happy with the level of affection they can give each other. And Hannah's like, exactly, the degree of comments is ridiculous. The degree of negative comments is ridiculous. And I totally agree. You know, like the other day, some of my friends were fighting with their other half, and just a verbal argument, a little disagreement, you know. So when I showed my friends this video, they were just like, huh. Like a buddy of mine the other day was feeling pretty depressed, and I showed him this video, and it changed his perspective and outlook on life, you know. And the point I made to my friends who are in a relationship, I said, you know, you and your other half are going to disagree, but, you know, if these two can make it work, so can you. And they were like, hey, you know what? That's a great way to look at it. You know, it's like I said before, relationships take work. I don't care if you're disabled mentally, physically, or not. You know, you take Shane's disorder out of the equation completely. That's a fact. Relationships take work. If you can find someone that's willing to support you and put up with your shit, and they're sexually and mentally attracted to you and spiritually connected to you on another plane, you know, if people can look at you and go, that's a happy, healthy couple, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm not going to entertain them.
And the level that we show in our public YouTube, like the fact that my grandmother is going to have to watch us tongue kiss now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nana, I love you. But
for real, Shane's like, the fact that my grandmother's going to have to watch us tongue kiss. Sorry, Nana, I love you. Like, for real, dude. Just because you don't see them get passionate on camera doesn't mean they're not passionate. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes women will date certain men just because it's easier in certain areas, you know? Sometimes women and men will date certain people because the dating scene for them is easier. Because if you try to steal Shane's girlfriend from him, you're an asshole. Like, straight up. If you talk shit on Shane and his wife's marriage, you're an asshole. They've been together for 4 years. Didn't start making videos together until they'd known each other for 2 years.
We're just trying to prove a point here. So that's like the overall caveat is that we're not like defending.
Yeah, it's just an interesting topic.
Yeah. Oh, that was spontaneous, and that's actually it. Yeah.
It's just an interesting topic, though, talking about how affection evolves over time, and public versus private affection.
Like,
exactly. 1 second. It is an interesting topic, public versus private affection. The level of affection, and it's like I said before, if you are a couple, the level of affection you show in public versus in private is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? Is this thing on?
before that little stunt that we just did, Hannah and I hadn't physically touched in like 4 months.
Yep, you heard it first from Shane. That little stunt they did for their video, they haven't physically touched in 4 months. 4 months. Could you imagine being in a relationship where intimacy is so difficult that physical touch can sometimes go without for like 4 months at a time? Yeah. And the fact that they're making it work proves my point. That when it comes to relationships, it's not about sex and money. It's about being there for each other. That's a mixture of hemp strax, 1,000 milligrams of CBD oil, and some Space Jam e-liquid. Yeah. Although here in town, I can pick up CBD oil to vape for this thing because CBD is legal in Wyoming. And speaking of which, did you know that medical marijuana is legal in Minnesota, where Shane lives? Yeah, buddy. Now, with Shane's muscular dystrophy, you know, he literally struggles with putting on a shirt, going to the bathroom. He can't shower very often just because of how fragile he is. But that doesn't mean jack, because mentally his outlook on life is just awesome. And yeah, it is an interesting topic. This notion, and that's just the thing of it, YouTube. That's just the thing of it. Even if you're not displaying levels of affection towards each other in public, people still assume you're a couple. It's weird. Like whenever you see a male and a female walking through the store together, people assume that they're a couple.
Oh, Shane. Oh, goodness. All the people that are watching this, there's going to be people that don't understand what you're kidding. Maybe we should make this video a little bit more genuine.
Hell yeah. Honestly, this video that they're making is kind of heartwarming. It really is. Here's the hemp strax that I used. It's got some cinnamon in it. I didn't use very much of it because this stuff, I don't think this is for vaping. I think you're supposed to like put it on your skin. But I put a couple drops of that in the tank and then filled the majority of the tank up with e-liquid. And even though it's not CBD oil for vaping, I just made it into a vape oil. I get like 3% nicotine to go with it, which I like the taste of Space Jam e-liquid. I do. The Space Jam e-liquid tastes good. My only complaint, not enough nicotine. If they made one in a 24 strength, I'd probably buy a modular device for it. Those are the ones you see at the gas station. But
yeah, I agree.
So anyway, we didn't start our YouTube channel until 2 years into our relationship. Now we've been together for 4 years. I know that a lot of people are like, I've been together for 20 years, and I'm sure that when we've been together for 20 years, we can update this video and make it very different. But looking back on the 4 years, 4 years ago, we were giddy to even be within a foot of each other. You know?
There you go. There you go. You hear that? Like I said, they did not start making YouTube videos together until they were in their relationship for 2 years. They're married now, and they've been in a relationship for 4 years. And even before they started making videos, even before, you know, even before they were in a relationship, they were just giddy as fuck to be around each other. Like, oh, hey, you know. Now, if you're giddy or nervous around people, that's a sign. Okay, there are 3 things that will determine whether or not that's a good dating partner for you. 1, are they nervous or giddy around you? Like, oh, you know, anxious to be around you, like, just, yeah, you know. 2, do they check you out? Are they checking you out like, yeah, buddy? So you might be depressed for your own reasons, but I made a burger last night that was pretty good. I took some Texas toast. I seasoned it with some spicy garlic seasoning, dropped it in the pan. I put a little bit of butter because I I scraped out the pan and then put like a little bit of butter underneath it while it was toasting so that when I flipped it, the butter was toasted into it nicely. I then made a beef patty with some of that same spicy garlic seasoning. I sprinkled garlic seasoning into the butter before I toasted the bread. And then I put some ranch on it and ate it. It was delicious. Made like a garlic butter burger is what I'd call it. And I might do that, repeat that recipe for a cooking video. But that's off topic. But yeah, back to watching the video.
No, it was a honeymoon phase, but like real intense.
Very intense honeymoon phase. I think that was intensified by our long distance relationships. That whenever we were in person, we were really excited to be in person.
I remember. So we used to. Hannah used to fly into Philadelphia to visit, and usually like my dad or my brother. Someone would help me drive down to Philadelphia to pick her up. And those were like an hour and a half long car rides from the airport back home.
Yeah.
And this was always when our like physical affection desire was like peak.
Yeah.
Because we had been together and was visiting. So on those car rides home with like my dad driving, we'd be like holding hands and like rubbing arms, kissing.
I can really reach you, Shane. So when we used to drive, like Shane's dad would be driving, I'd be in the passenger seat, and Shane would be behind us in the back. So the entire drive, I would just be turned around. Your poor family, turned around, holding his hand,
literally kissing him. Like so cringy now, looking back on it.
So bad.
But yeah, in those early days, we were like, intimate, like nonstop.
Yeah, it was annoying. It was annoying for everyone else, I'm sure. But now we've been together for 4 years. We've lived together for over 2 years, and we have access to each other 24/7. So literally,
you should put access in. We have
access to each other 24/7. So when we turn a video on, our first instinct is 100% not to
just
kiss.
like kiss and make out.
If anything, we'll kiss right before the video and then not kiss for the video very specifically. It's uncomfortable, and like Shane said, our family members watch our videos.
Exactly. They're in a relationship, they're happy, you know, but like a lot of couples, they feel uncomfortable publicly displaying their affection because, I don't know, people get cringed by that kind of thing. And especially if both their families watch their videos. If Shane's family and his in-laws over on Hannah's family, if both their families watch their videos, you know, that's especially awkward because I don't think Shane's grandmother wants to see them tongue kiss. And the only reason he did that is because, and that's the thing of it, they haven't responded to it. They've been on YouTube for a long time making videos. And, yeah, they didn't address it until now. So, and that's how you deal with haters, man, and people who talk shit. Or people who are jealous, you know, it's just, it is what it is. You know, the time you spend being jealous of someone because they have a girlfriend, that's time you could be spending getting yourself one.
And there are plenty of ways that Hannah and I are affectionate. And I think that because we are in an interabled relationship, we should talk about just a few of those ways.
Yeah.
So the biggest way is sleeping together. We sleep literally like, I can't even describe how we're naked, first of all. Sorry, Diana. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. But like, Hannah, I don't even know how to describe it. You like envelop me.
Yeah.
In
well,
that.
yes. I mean, we have a king size bed. And
That's your wall.
what?
Thank you, wall.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, wall. We have a king size bed, and you can like see my little imprint, like where my pillow is, and like my little area is literally like Shane sleeps on the edge of one side, then there's me, and then there's a giant part of the bed. It's ridiculous.
You may have seen our How to Cuddle video,
Yeah.
which was mostly just like jokes.
Yeah, it's satire.
But like some of those positions we actually use to sleep together.
Yeah.
Basically, we get in bed, Hannah scoots up behind me, puts her arm around me and under me, her legs tuck up under my legs.
I'm really cozy.
It was so warm.
Yeah, but then like an hour in, Shane's like, excuse me.
I know. In the beginning, it's like, I'm always told that I get that. So like feeling your skin against my back, and like, oh, it feels so good. But
then you want to sleep.
An hour later, like, I'm really hot.
I also twitch a lot when I fall asleep. So sometimes I'll jolt myself awake and wake Shane up. It's a whole thing.
So that is one way. In the morning, our morning routine is basically
snuggle.
We wake up and I ask Hannah to roll me over into her.
Yeah. You sleep on your left side.
Yeah. So I roll and kind of like snuggle up into her. I rest my head on her boobs. Most amazing pillow in the entire world. And we just kind of wake up for a half hour together like that.
Yeah.
Regarding kissing, since I am not physically able to initiate a kiss, like I can't, like, it sounds horrible, but like grab her and kiss her, which shouldn't do it anyway. But I initiate like this. I go.
Yep.
I show my lips like that. And she's like, hey, come down to my level. You know?
Yeah, it's true.
We do not really even thinking about it, but that is like something interesting I feel.
Yeah. I do that to you though also. Like before I come over, I'll like do that to you from across the room. Yeah, it's like really weird. You're like taking it on also. I know we tend to do that.
At night when we're watching a movie, we are often holding hands.
Yep.
I usually stay in my chair, but some nights we'll cuddle on the couch to watch our movie. We're normally DM, so we're not laying down there. And that's another example of like how our relationship has matured over the years.
Do you remember 4 years ago in your basement watching movies?
I'll talk about that.
We would literally sprint downstairs. I'd throw you on the couch. I'd like snuggle up behind you, and we wouldn't move for like 5 hours.
I know.
Like we would stay on that couch for the entire night, and we wouldn't have snacks. And now we've, expanded.
Now we're like, okay, we can cuddle all night long.
Yeah.
Like let's have a good snack. The other day, Hannah loves foot rubs, and you may think that with these mangled up crawl daddies, I'm not able to give good foot rubs. You would be surprised.
Yeah, you would be surprised. And you put all of your force into those foot rubs, and that's nice. So I also like tickles.
Oh, you love my tickles.
I really like Shane like tickles my leg, so I'll give him my whole leg.
I can put Hannah back to sleep in the morning when I roll over into her just by moving my thumb around on her side. She'll just be like,
I love that.
And then there's like, intimacy.
Yeah.
Which,
again, different video
down the road.
Hasn't happened yet. Don't go looking for that video.
Nana, don't worry. We're not talking about it.
Yeah.
But we are physically intimate.
Yeah.
And I've said that 1,000 times. And people continue to not believe it until we release a
little video. Never going to happen.
So always good on that front as well. Here's some intimacy. They probably don't know that you do this like 8 times a video.
I know.
You want to tell them what you're doing?
I think we've told them before.
This is how I achieve satisfaction. There's a whole.
I'm stretching Shane's neck because his neck muscles are tight. It just feels good.
It feels really good. This is affection. Alright, thank you. Oh, we normally cut those out, but that was it.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
You achieved satisfaction. All right, so long story short, Shane and I have matured over the past 2 years.
Yeah, affection has changed.
Yeah, it's changed. It's grown.
It's gotten better. I mean,
yeah, literally. And we also just don't feel the need to put excessive kissing in every video. I personally wouldn't watch a YouTube channel that was like PDA.
Yeah.
So
Just what's the point of that? It feels so weird.
yeah, it does.
I know there's gonna be people that comment. They're like, "I've been with my partner for 100 years, and all we do is kiss."
It's just differences.
Nothing against.
No.
Yeah.
It's just our opinion, our preference. So.
Exactly. Like if you want to watch people kiss and do weird shit, go watch porn. Okay, this is YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And it's different for each couple, I guess, but I don't know. Yeah, once this video is done right here, I'm going to wrap this here live stream up. I do appreciate you all tuning in to watch.
It doesn't feel like professional or, like they're almost 30 years old.
I know.
Well, I am. You're like 19, but
donating your time and your money to the live stream, I appreciate it. But more than ever, I appreciate it if you could subscribe to Squirmy and Grubs. They're awesome people. They are awesome people. And yeah, like there's times where because of Shane's disorder, Hannah has to stretch his neck out. So she'll be sitting there stretching it out like 8 times a video. And Shane will give her foot rubs and tickle her, and they cuddle. So yeah, that's just their way of being intimate, and I think it's awesome. It really goes to show you that society has relationships all wrong and that Shane and Hannah have got it figured out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the thing of it. A lot of people wish they had their kind of relationship. A lot of people wish they had the relationship that Shane and Hannah have, or they could just be perfect for each other. But that's hard to find. So when you see it happening to someone else, people get jealous. It's sad.
I mean, this isn't really a professional thing to be putting videos.
I mean, we do like speaking engagements and stuff, and it doesn't feel professional. You're right. It's very odd.
If we were sitting here and you were listening to my face, Wally,
it would be hard to market us as professionals. You're right.
So yeah, that's the story of our physical affection. It's good.
It's private.
We just don't like putting it in videos.
It's weird.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Now kiss me.
I was trying to.
Now kiss me.
Is the video off?
Video's off. Get back to listen. You only did that side of my face. Now time for the other side. Bye.
Yep, if you want to watch the video I just got done watching, I'll throw it in the chat real quick. Yeah. Would you take a dump in a swimming pool? No, that's disgusting and inconsiderate, but thank you for your $2 donation. No, I wouldn't. That's gross. But here's the video I just got done watching. Doing a video examining dating relations and double standards. Yeah, you know what? Your negativity is just going to get you blocked from my channel. We don't need your crap on my channel. Bye-bye, loser. If you could show Shane and Hannah some support, give their channel a like, that'd be really awesome. The focus of this video was the way dating is perceived in our society. And Shane and Hannah made a good video, showing that the views on our society are skewed. Anyways, trolls. Yeah, you know what? Go fuck yourself, losers. If I see comments like that, you're just going to get blocked from my channel. Anyways, YouTube, thank you for watching the video. And thank you for donating your time and your money. I appreciate it. And you cool cobras, have a good one. Subscribe for more awesome content.